Ah, vocês receberam? Não, ok. We are live on YouTube right now. Today we're gonna talk about how do you get in spirit. I'm here with Daphne, Mel, and Ricardo. Just remember about the platform, Talk and Talk. It's a place to practice English. We don't have a teacher here. I'm not a teacher. And we are here to make mistakes and improve with them. Uh, Mel, could you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm Mel. I am from São Paulo. I live here. I like to study languages and to make crafts. I want to travel. I would like to go to many countries and here, even in Brazil. And that's it. What about you, Ricardo?
Hi everyone, one more time. My name is Ricardo. I live at São Vicente, a small city of São Paulo state. It's close to São Paulo. I'm married. I have a daughter. I have two little cats, my friends Kinji and Pudim. And I'm here again to try learn English.
Great. What about you, Daphne?
My name is Daphne. I'm 28 years old. I live in Amsterdam. I study psychology. And I've been learning English for 2 years, more or less. And I'm here to unlock my English because I believe that the best way to learn English is through the conversation, talking with others.
Great. I really agree with you. So, question number 2. Ricardo, what does... Oh, I don't talk about me. I'm Lucas. I'm 24 years old. I live in São Paulo. I am married. I'm a host here since February. And yes. Ricardo, question number 2. What does inspiration mean to your personally?
I don't know. A tough question. Well, sometimes there is a phrase that's told the only way to teach another person is be an example. But I changed a bit this phrase and but it's not the only, it's the best way because sometimes I could rationally understand a situation or in the suggest some attitude or movement for another person, but sometimes I'm not be able to do this same thing. But inspiration, in my opinion, is not exactly a huge movement. Sometimes a little tip or encouragement, this kind of situations could move another person for a hit. I don't know, because sometimes the people know what to do, how to do, but sometimes it's scared, it's a little afraid about a specific situation. So in this case, inspiration is sound like motivation. Uh, That's it.
Great. Yeah, I think it's very important because you said about the person know how to do, have the ability to do, but sometimes don't do because don't have the motivation to do the thing. And it's very important to have an example and someone to inspire it. What do you think about it, Mel?
Um, insp inspiration. I don't know how to say inspiration, maybe. Is
Inspiration, I believe, but
inspiration.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Um, I think it means I can find it in different ways. People can inspire me. Moments can inspire me. memories can inspire me. People, things, I don't know, many things can inspire everyone. And for me, I like to make crafts, as I said. And sometimes I think I try to get some inspiration from apps, for example, Pinterest, that gives a lot of um, ideas, what you can do. Um, so for me, it is a very specific thing that we get from different ways, from different places, different moments, and so on. So it is a personal thing, and for me, that means it it's an example, an idea, and I put all together and um, make something by my own. You know. What about you, Daphne?
Yes, I agree with you. I think it means creativity or um, how say copiar?
Copy.
Copy, to do the copy about have someone imitated the good example that can inspire you. I think it's it.
Yes, I agree. I can see. I know some people that like to go to the beach or to the. I don't remember how to say. I think it's countryside interior,
Yeah.
because that place make the person more motivated, more creative, more give the person more inspiration. And yeah, I think it could be a person, could be a place, could be a app, could be a whatever. A lot of things can inspire the person. It's a good. It's a really personal thing because have a lot of apps to be inspired. Wait a minute. Good morning, Christian.
Morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late.
No problem. I'm gonna put the questions again in the chat. We are in the question number three, actually. Wait a minute. Uh, Ricardo,
Go ahead.
can you answer the question number three, please?
Sure. Can you recall a specific moment when you felt deeply inspired? What happened? Deeply inspired, I don't believe. But inspired, I could tell about a specific teacher. And this guy inspires not just me, but all of the students in different classes. And well, sometimes that's it. Sometimes a person have so much passion about a specific topic, and this person have this power, inspired another people. Sometimes for example, math. Just take example. Depends because some people love maths, but it's common. The people don't like to math, and this person have I don't know what happened, but this a specific person, a teacher, sometimes is so passionate for a specific topic, for example, maths, and he could he have the power to let the people more interested about a specific person. So in this case, I believe that's I could tell that a teacher could inspire another people. So That's it.
Yes, I think it's a good example because the teacher really help us with motivation, with inspiration. It's really important. What do you think about it, Christian? Question number 3.
Yeah. Well, I remember the time that the COVID was beginning when I was living still in Bolivia. And I remember that, by the way, my father, he works as a sports journalist, sports in sporting. And my mother is a nurse. So when the COVID started, my father stopped working because there were not football matches anymore in Bolivia because of the COVID. So my family was going through the economic problems. My father had the opportunity to live in Ireland some years ago with my mother. In the middle of the COVID, my father tried to start his own migration consultant to Ireland. I don't know how, but he did it. Even though people was going through different economic problems in Bolivia, and I think around the world, he was able to do that, and he's still doing the same work so far. So I got really inspired because even though despite of the problems at that time, huge problems that we have in our house, he could he was able to do it. And as well, my mother, in the middle of COVID, she found a job as a nurse, but obviously she had to treat COVID, patients with COVID. So it was so dangerous. But because of the necessity of the need that we had in our house, or my family had in the house, she had to do it. So nowadays, I consider my parents as I got inspired by them, by the work that they do and they did for us. Yeah, that's it.
Great to
And
hear.
yeah, sure.
Can go ahead.
Go ahead, Mel. What do you think?
Yeah, I think parents are always, or or almost always, um, an inspiration for us as kids. And then when we grow up, we start to get inspired by other people. For example, I like to. Everyone here wants to improve our skills, their skills, and to improve themselves and to learn something always. So we now are an inspiration for everyone here, like to each other, and also the big people. The for me at least, the billionaires, millionaires, this kind of thing, because I want to be there one day. So I'm gonna do these good things for me, change my habits to be focused, to do what I need to do and not just what I want to do, and this kind of thing. Um, these things that people that are already where I want to be say are very important for me, and so they are a really good inspiration for me. What about you, Lucas?
Oh, okay. Yes, I think our parents it's very important to us. They really inspired us in a lot of in almost all moments. Uh, about a specific moment, I remember when I needed to do my last exam in my graduation, and was really hard exam, and I needed study a lot, and I have a teacher that helped me, yeah, give to me books, and it was very important to me. So in that moment, uh, they were he were my inspiration to study and to pass in the exam. What about you, Daphne?
Yes, I agree with you. Our parents are a strong influence for us. And in my case, always after I exercising, I feel dopamine, and this help me to feel inspired or motivated to try new things. And this is good to become more creative and active to do something.
Great. Mel, question number 4. Could you read, please?
Yeah. How do you seek out inspiration in your daily life? As I said, I want to be like on the billionaires, millionaires are right now, then, and then in a few years, I'm going to be there. So in my daily life, I think they are these rich persons. Um, uh, um, and I'm how can I say that? A good influence to me. So every day I'm watching these videos on Instagram, this kind of thing, because the these are the little habits that I'm going to make now that will um, take me to my destiny. So for me, it is like to study, to be here, trying to improve myself, my skills, my languages, and so on. So that's how I seek out inspiration by seeing people that already reached their goals and motivates me. And it motivates me to continue doing my best. What about you, Christian?
Well, in my daily life, I try to watch different videos as well. I normally I normally follow different persons that already did things that I want to do in my future, like living in another country or emigrated to another country or try to communicate better. So I normally try to find those kind of influencers on internet, on Instagram. It could be in YouTube as well. Yeah, I normally see different videos on YouTube about motivation. Um, for example, I follow a guy and his name is Simon Sinek. That is a really good communicator. I think that is a successful people who has influenced a lot of successful people for become like him. I really like the way that he speaks and the accuracy that 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 he speaks and communicates his ideas. Another guy that I follow as well is Mike Abrahams, who has an YouTube channel, and he teaches how to communicate better in English. And really I really enjoy watching those kind of videos. And as well, another guy that I wanted to mention is Marcelo Claure, who is Bolivian. And he inspires me so much because even though he's Bolivian, we know that Bolivians we don't have so much opportunities in the world for different reasons, but he is a millionaire who lives in the United States and has a lot of business around the world. So those kind of influencers for me are important in for seek or for find inspiration in my daily life. That's it. What about you, Ricardo?
Well, uh, it's it's hard, né? Sometimes, né? Uh, I may not consider myself a motivated person, and there is a negative motivation and a positive motivation, in my opinion. Sometimes the deadline is a powerful motivation because I have to finish this task or something like that. I'm not sure. I believe that, for example, I always use the same example. I just think about Romero Brito. He's an artist, and I believe in not believe. I saw a newspaper or on the internet. I don't remember. This guy earned $8 million in 2012. So as this guy is an artist, I don't know if this guy wake up early morning and think, I'm very excited. I have to paint a picture. So in this case, he at the breakfast and they go directly to the studio or a different place to paint a picture or create a sculpture. I don't know. I believe that the most part of the time, the discipline is the best tool to do some things or search for dreams. I don't know, reach some goal. I believe that sometimes I consider so gifted person, a specific kid that's just early. She or he told, I wanted to be a dancer or I wanted to be a scientist, I don't know. Because the most part of the time, the people don't really know what wanted to do when, and the particular when you were young is so much hard because I believe that not totally, but the most part of the people don't really know, and you have to make a choice when they have around when they are around 16 years old. So I don't know. I tell a lot of things, but don't say nothing at the same time. Don't say anything. That's it.
I got it because I have this problem in my daily life. It's very hard to me to get inspiration. I like to watch some videos as Christian. I like to watch some TED Talks about it. I think it's a good way to got some inspiration. Like I'm trying to learn English. I need to get inspiration, motivation to keep studying. It's really hard because sometimes I forget what I'm here learning English, what I need to learn English. And of course, if I had someone that I take like a example, I think it will be more easy to remember the reason that I'm learning English. But sometimes it's really hard to remember the reason because our life is so hard, so complicated some days. We need to do a lot of things, and I think it's really hard to to keep motivated, to keep inspiration. What do you think, Daphne?
Yeah, I agree to Ricardo. It's hard to say because anybody is perfect. And I try to listening to podcast about business, healthy, nutrition types about the how to be a better person. And sometimes I read the Bible to get the tips from God. And I ask it the Holy Spirit because this is powerful and can help me a lot, a lot.
Yes.
And about you, well, I don't know. Everybody answered?
Okay.
Okay.
Daphne, could you answer the question number 5?
Yes. Do you think inspiration is something that can be cultivated, or does it strike randomly? Um, I think the inspiration can be cultivated. I think it's involved about your mood, and sometimes you can feel the natural way. And sometimes the fact that you love it or feel loved inspire you, and you can make the song, write the books, the things need to happen in your life to you to you feelings the inspiration. I think yes, can be cultivated. And you, Christian?
So I think that it can be both options because it can be cultivated every day by the action that I already mentioned it, or any other kind of action that a different person could apply or can apply. But I think that it can come randomly as well because we don't know what's gonna happen, and maybe there appears a person that is new in your life. That person can inspire you in a different way. So I think that it can be both options. It can be cultivated every day, or it can appear randomly. Yeah, that's it. And you, Mel, what do you think?
I think the same thing. The two options. The two options. I'm. Oh my God, perdi minha voz. The two options are so real for me because, as Christian said, it can happen both ways. So you can cultivate this, or you can strike randomly by seeing randomly something good, something nice, something cool, and you just, oh my, that's so cool. I have to. This inspire me. So I agree with Christian. What about you, Lucas?
Yes, I agree with you. Like when we need to do some specific thing, and we don't have uh, ideas, we don't have creativity to do, and we keep days and days trying to to get the inspiration or creativity, and this don't happen. And one day you are in your couch looking for your wall, and the inspiration come in your mind. So yeah, I think could be cultivated, but sometimes it happens randomly. What do you think, Ricardo?
Uh, don't know. I believe that is possible. I don't know. Uh, Sometimes I just have focus, in my opinion, and discipline, and you work hard and try to do your best, and suddenly you reach a goal or objective. Sometimes because I don't. For in my case, it's sometimes the people tell you, oh, work, search for a love or something that have sign in your life, or something. Oh, I love to do a specific activity, but you have to lead with a lot of difficult. For example, an artist. I love painting picture, but you have to sell this picture. I have to lead with the customers. I have to lead a lot of different aspects. So in this case, I believe that the best way to transform your passion in hate is work with the same this activity, in my opinion. So I believe that you have to search for therapy, do activity, exercise, or something. You have to search for pleasure travel or invest in your personal life, né? But essentially, we have to accept some conditions in our lives, in my opinion. I don't have a, I'm not an inspired person, but it's just my point of view. I'm sorry, guys.
No problem. I I think it's very hard to get inspiration some days. So no problem. Christian, could you read the question number 6, please?
Sure. Have you ever found inspiration in unexpected places or situation? Can you share an example? Yeah, sure. The last week, my wife told me that she's feeling kind of tired about her job. By the way, she worked in the education field, and she told me that it's kind of difficult to work with kids nowadays because there are lots of problems. She's a psychopedagogue, so she treat kids with different problems like behavioral problems or with TDAH that it's here in Brazil or that kind of problems. And she told me that it's kind of it's becoming exhausting to her. So she told me that she wanted to do career transitions. So she's trying to become a web developer, and that surprised me because I know that that kind of change can be kind of difficult. Come from the education field to TE to IT, it's kind of difficult, but she's trying to do that, and every time that I see her starting or yeah, or try to learn something about HTML at this time. That inspires me so much. And another example is here in Talk and Talk. I remember the first time that I met Sara Conceição. You know, I don't know if you know that person, Sara here in Talk and Talk. I remember my first, I had an immersion in English with her, and then I realized that she was able to speak French as well. So she inspired me to learn French. I think that she's already a polyglot. I'm not sure, but she inspired me to become a polyglot and to start learning French as well. Um, and that's it. That's it. And you, Daphne, what do you think?
Yes, well, I'm going to show some singers or the artists that I like it, or listening good music. I'm feel inspiration in something. I think is it.
What about what Christian said, Sarah? I think it's very cool because every immersion that we participate here, I think it's we have we feel more inspired because it's really nice to stay here, talk in English or Spanish or French, and we see other talking, and we think, oh, I want to talk like that person. I I think it's very for me. It's a good place to get inspiration. What about you, Mel?
For me, I think it was a moment. There was a moment where when you put on a song and you let that aside, and it will changes and of the song, and you don't even know what's the next song. And there was this another song that I didn't even know, didn't even know, and it was amazing. It inspired me, and so I did something about it, like in crafts. I don't remember, but also when a few days or weeks ago I was on the street walking. I don't know, and there was this beautiful like lady. He was apparently an old lady, but she was um chic. I don't know. She was with her hair done, with her nails and well dressed, and this was a really good inspiration for me because it's something like I wanna be just like her in this situation. But I don't really know what she do for a living, or I don't know. But this scene on my mind is here, and it inspires me. She inspired me somehow. Everybody answered. Lucas, did you answer?
Yes, I think Ricardo.
Ricardo.
No.
I don't know. Example.
Yes.
Well,
Or same situation.
yeah, I had already answered this question when I talk about my teacher, but well, sometimes you could inspired by a book or a move, and it's a little sad and a little angustiating, but I feel motivate me when I watch the move Pursuit of Happiness. Is sometimes it's it's hard to watch this movie because this guy faces so many problems, difficulties, but yeah, at the end, I love when a person uh, is persist uh, in this track and they reach the goal. Is I believe that is uh, so hard, and the people I don't know the people that they are so strong, pass a lot of time, 20 years or all the life, and just to reach the goal at the when this guy is old. I don't know. I believe that's it.
This movie, it's amazing. It's a good way to get inspired. And question number 7. Do you believe there are certain conditions or environments that are more conducive to feeling inspired? In my opinion, yes. I have a problem with rainy days. I am more motivated and inspired in sunny days. And I like to go to the park. When I was studying, I did more this. I went to the park and I stayed there studying because I feel better in that place with tree and it was amazing place to me to feel more inspired. What about you, Daphne?
I have answered this question.
No, the 7.
7, sorry. Do you believe that certain conditions are one that they are not? Mm, yes, I think it's very important, the environment, because if the environment is toxic, probably your creativity will be less because your mind closed when you live in house that everybody said you are not able to do something. So if you live in the house where the people believe in you and give your motivation every day, I think is improve your inspirations. Eu não aprendi a falar isso ainda. And you, Mel?
I agree with you. But and I just wanna add something to your presentation. um, I think maybe this toxic um, environment can also be an inspiration, because if some if a person goes through it and went through it, and through a difficult and hard moment and tough energy and this kind of thing, it can also becomes an inspiration to inspire other people who are passing, who are going through it, to to say, no, you're gonna get it, you're gonna win, you're gonna be where you want to be. So it happens both ways, I think. And it's good because some people that are are going through bad things don't have much like this sense of thinking, okay, I'm gonna get through this, I'm gonna pass by, s- um s- I'm gonna be different in a few years, I don't know. But the person can find the other person that are inspiring, and to be more like um give give it give them more force, more strength, you know. So yeah, but there are certain conditions for me, as Lucas said, rainy days, I'm not really into it. But people can get inspired by different things, different moments. So everyone can find inspiration everywhere, for me, in my humble opinion. What about you, Ricardo? Did you answer?
The number 6 or
7.
7? 7. Mm, I don't know. There are some kind of people. Uh, uh, it, it's hard, understand some circumstances. The people are different each other. So some people, when this person is under pressure, uh, became really nervous and they became terrified or don't do anything. But there are another kind of people when this person is under pressure is more, I don't know, creative or motivated. I remember some time ago, a long time ago, the people talk. There is a discussion about stress, and there there were a lot of persons tell different professions, doctors, because well, sometimes when you think about doctors, well, this person have a person in front of them and they have to decide which procedure is more I don't know, assertive. What mean? This person have a life in front of this person. So in this case, it's very stressful. Or even a policeman or a fireman, I don't know. And there is a driver, a bus driver, and he was telling about when I have to drive in a calm and tranquil, peaceful street where it's not have any person or car, I became very stressful. Uh, I love I in my life is much better when I have to lead with crash hour, for example, 6 p.m. when I have a lot of cars in an avenue. So that's it. The people are different. So in this case, in my opinion, the best way is know yourself, do therapy or another tools to understand how the motivation, which kind of motivation is fit for you, uh, is is better. because as he told, a scientist probably is not exactly under pressure because he have to lead, he have to research the same thing, I don't know, 20 years sometimes. So you don't have results, and you have to lead with, you have to be a patient man. That's it.
Ricardo, about the stressful, do you think that work at home help with your inspiration?
Could you repeat, please? I'm sorry, guy.
Yes.
I don't speak English. I'm sorry.
Do you think work at home help you with your inspiration?
I don't know. I believe that not all the cases, but para algumas pessoas, quanto menos você faz, menos você quer fazer. Então, it's better for me. Particular, I don't have any problems to go to the office, but in my case, it's my business, né? Any person have to. It's my problem, but I live at São Vicente and my office is in Barueri, né? So in this case, I have to take normally 5 hours and a half to go, and the path between my house and my office. So in this case, it's terrible because I wake up around 5 a.m. and come back to my house around 8 p.m. So in this case, it's much better, but depends on the kind of work. For example, you have to the people too, because some people love to. For example, I love to become stay in a lot of people among us aside me because I love this kind of share knowledge or this kind of situation. But for the other hand, I have to sometimes there is a kind of task and I have to focus. So in this case, when you have to lead a lot of people aside of you, is worse. That's it.
Great. I am like you. I'm working at. I need to work. I need to go to the job, and I don't know if I work at home. It will be problem with my inspiration. Christian, what do you think about the question number 7? Yes, 7.
So I think that it completely depends of the person, the kind of person, the things that that person likes to do, or the place that the person normally go or normally enjoy going. So in my case, I would say that nature can help me to getting more inspired as well. When I feel overwhelmed or when I feel stressful, I normally go to and do a walk here around my neighbor. And it can help me because in that walk I can organize my ideas. Maybe I can think clearly, and I can see better the things, I would say. So I think that it totally depends of the kind of person who is trying to get inspired, because not all, everyone likes nature, for example, like me. Others, maybe they like other places, or they have other ways to get inspired. That's it.
Great. Well, guys, almost 10 p.m. Yeah, I gonna stop the meeting in the YouTube.
It's AM, isn't it?
Yes, p.m. I was thinking. I have a problem for this.